day viewers, welcome to Class Online School. In Class Online School, we deliver educational styles. We have different corners on this channel, so come along and see our different corners on this channel. Today, I'm going to handle a question that was asked by one of my audience. How do I deal with poverty as a teen? Dealing with poverty as a teen. The person goes to us to explain that my family is poor, and as a result of that, I have a lot of challenges. How do I deal with these challenges? You know, poverty can be explained in different ways, and different persons see poverty in different ways. Some persons can see poverty as a way of one, not having the basic necessities of life, food, clothing, shelter, and other things that make life easy. And some persons see poverty as other things. They might have food and shelter, but because they don't have luxury to spend all around, they see themselves as poor. And so to the person that asks this question, let's look at it from a general perspective and have an open mindset on how we're going to deal with this. I'm going to talk about it in two different ways. First, the effect of poverty on a teen. And then I'll still talk about how a teen or a teenager can help him or herself to do things well or do things right in a way that it will help him to snap out of poverty in the future as he grows into adulthood. You know, poverty makes one not to have the basic necessity of life. You might not have enough to eat. You might not have the clothes you want to wear. Not only having the kind of clothes you want to wear, you might not have clothes to wear. You might not have good food, good medical care, and other necessities, good amenities that make life easier. And so, poverty can lead to these challenges for a teen. One, make a teen goes into criminal activities, make a teen to be physically abused, make a teen have a problem of bonding between the teenager and the parents. It can lead to violence in the home, which can lead to mental disability on the part of the teen. It can lead to teenage pregnancy, leads to child abuse, leads to poor parenting, leads to behavioral disorder, leads to stress and health issues, and then it can lead to academic failure. These are some of the challenges that affect a teenager that grows in a poor home or a poor, not environment, because this time around we're talking about the home where you grow. So the teen stands to have these challenges. Criminal activities, because he will want to have, and those he's associated with are those in the environments that are not worthy of. So he or she can make friends with this individual and become a criminal, start stealing. And other issues that I'll talk about, teenage pregnancy. People take advantages of these young girls and get them pregnant, abuse them sexually because of the token they want to give to them, or because this young individual wants to seek for money or seek for love. Or parenting, because the parents do not have enough. They do not have the say to handle their children well, because the children have this wide mouth and tell them, what are your mates doing? Are you not seeing how your mates take care of the children? So they don't have this kind of disciplinary measure on their children, because their children see them as failures. They have failed as a parent because they do not have the necessity to give to them to meet up to the standard of those out there. Now, I've talked about the challenges a teen face because of coming from a poor home or from a poor background. Now, being poor is not your making because you have come into the world in that family. But remaining poor is going to be your problem when you become an adult, or as you're transiting from your teenage age to being an adult. So what can help you to snap out of this kind of life? Because you do not want to carry on that generational poverty from your family down to your own family and to the generation you had unborn. You want to break the yoke. What will help you? Because the question is, since he or she is born into a poor home, how can the teenager help himself to get out of such condition? Now let's look at a number of points that are going to help you as a teenager. 1, deal with your mindset. When you deal with your mindset, know that you can get out of this whole situation. That staying poor is not an option. That you are your own redemption. That redeeming yourself is the number one priority that you have as a person. And so, do not have this mindset of, I'm going to remain poor for the rest of my life. No. Get out of that mindset. Get into a mindset of, there's power in the thoughts of the mind. Tell yourself that you're not going to remain in this stage for life. And telling yourself does not mean that you just have to make empty affirmation. With the affirmation, you have to do a lot of activities to affirm to what you have said, and for the universe to help you to get out of this situation. So 1 is deal with your mindset. Get out of the mindset of, I'm going to remain poor for the rest of my life. 2, determine not to drop out of school. In as much as education is not a means to an end, education broaden your horizon on things you want to do. At least the basic education, primary, secondary, the basic, where you can learn how to read and write. It is important. Make sure you don't drop out of school at the stage of you learning how to read and write. Struggle to make sure you acquire reading skills. That's number 2. Number 3, get a skill at an early age. If your parents can afford it, tell them to help you learn a skill. If they cannot afford it, go and help those who have the skills you like. Make them friends, talk to them. There are a lot of kind-hearted people out there. You want to learn the skill of barbing. Meet a barber, make the barber your friend. Try as much as possible to explain little of your situation to the individual, and tell the individual that you will come around to help in chores around the store or around the place of office, and then try learn the skills. If you meet a kind-hearted person, the person will agree. But don't drop out of rejection. If number 1 rejects you, number 2 might not reject you. If number 1, number 2 rejects you, number 3, number 4 will not reject you. So keep asking for help. If your parents cannot get you into getting a skill, go seek help for yourself. Talk to this individual. Tell them that you are open to work, and make sure you are diligent enough to work with them. Do the job for them. Even if they are meager job, do it with them. Avoid bad associates that can lead you into criminal activities, or that can make you get involved in teenage pregnancy. So take yourself away from negative vibe. Take yourself away from negative people that is going to destroy your personality, destroy your future, make your future to get jeopardized at the end of the day. Alright, another one is take financial literacy. Financial literacy is one thing that school is not teaching us, and we want to try as much as possible to get financial literacy. Financial literacy has to do with you getting to learn the ability of how money works. You understand? So try to gain financial literacy. I'll talk more about financial literacy in the subsequent episode of this our channel. But in getting financial literacy, you try as much as possible to read books. Read books. Please associate with people who are older than you, who understand your situation and who are ready to help you. You may not be able to get these books. Ask for help, either to get the electronic copy or to get a hard copy. There are people who are ready to buy these books for you. So look for those who are better off than you, older than you, understand the situation you find yourself. All right? Learn to save money at a young age. As you go over these skills you are learning, as you do small menial job for people, legal menial job for people, whatever you make, don't spend it on clothes, on food, on having good time. No, learn to save a little of it. I didn't say don't spend at all, because there is need for you to spend. Save little part of it. As you save, look for opportunity to invest it. Have a business mindset, have a saving mindset. That will help you. Be diligent in whatever you're doing. Know that you are up for something, and something good. Know that you are up for a fight that you have to win. Know that you are out to redeem yourself and you have to get it. So whatever skill you are learning, try as much as possible to perfect yourself. Be a master of it, that people cannot reject you. I know of a young individual who started learning tailoring at a young age, and before you know it, before that child becomes 15, if you see the kind of clothes that child sews, people ask, where did you learn this skill? And so the little girl has become unapologetically good in her skills that people source for her. As young as she is, she makes good money from the skill she has learned. And she learned this skill free from a kind-hearted individual. So now her skill is highly sorted out for, or sourced out for, and she's using it to make money. She's saving part of it, and she's doing good for herself. So if she's well guided, gradually she's going to snap out of poverty, and she can keep improving herself. Then stay positive in spite of all what life have thrown at you. Stay positive. Don't get discouraged. Don't get depressed. Don't feel left out. Don't think the world is going to crash on you. Don't think that is the end of it all. It's not going to be the end of it all. Keep praying, keep working, keep doing, keep acting. Put in the work, go into action. I know that gradually you will realize your goal. Remember, Rome is not built in a day. Don't look for making money overnight. Wealth is built gradually. Then number 9, learn to start small. Don't wait until you have the whole world to start. That skill you have learned, start small, gradually. Become a master, become a pro in it. And gradually, one step at a time, you see how far you've walked. A journey of 1,000 miles starts with just 1 step. And before your one step, take another step and another step and another step. You've gone far from where you have started. And when you look back, you know that you've gone far. And then the 10th one is read books. If you develop these skills and you are getting better, invest on books, invest on yourself, invest on trying to acquire more skills. Try as much as possible to read books. Knowledge are hidden in books. That thing you are doing, what are books? What are mentorship programs that will help you to improve? You learn from a pro, you become a pro. So you don't have to stay in one place. As you learn, improve. That's why you need to save. Save to improve yourself. Save to invest in yourself. Save to invest in other things that can make you money. Don't be shy of your hustle, provided it is not illegal, provided it is not something the society frown at. That's why I said illegal. Be proud of it. Don't let anyone belittle you or talk you out of doing it. As far as you can pay your bills, take care of your expenses, make you a better version of yourself. Don't be ashamed of it. So that person that asked this question, if you are born into a poor family, I've told you the consequences that can come from it. And as you grow up, I've told you things you can do to help you snap out of it. 1 is deal with your mindset. 2 is determine not to drop out of school, have the basics of reading. 3, get a skill early in your life. 4, avoid bad associates that will lead you to criminal activities. Take financial literacy. 6, learn to save little of what you earn. 7, be diligent and be a master at your skill. 8, stay positive in spite of what life have thrown at you. 9, learn to start small. That skill you have learned, start small and better yourself. And then the 10th one is improve yourself, invest in yourself, read books, get mentors, register for mentorship program, and always stay focused. I know that the universe is seeing you. I know that your prayer for help will always be heard, and I know that if you stay diligent, you will see the results. Keep putting in the action. Keep putting in your best. Keep asking for help. Keep improving yourself. Stop blaming yourself and blaming your parents. It won't change any situation. Try to redeem yourself. Try to do things that will help you. Put all this advice into work. I know it will work for you. And so this will be it for our counseling corner today. It's a question that one of my audience asked, and I know that it's an issue that is affecting some of our teenagers out there, that is making them to go the other way. They go wayward. And so please try as much as possible to follow this advice and other positive advice that you will be given by well-meaning individuals. And please make good friends with the right kind of person. If you know other points that will help this young teenager or young adolescent to be able to navigate his family ordeal, please comment below the comment box and give more of your suggestion. To all of our young teens out there who are struggling to be better individuals, I say kudos to you. Thank you for staying positive. Thank you for being good children. You will arrive at your real destination. That is what I'll show you. See you in the next